Yeah, got them up, got them rock. Why love when they chew them rock? One boss up, what's our top? I need my what's up in our top? Oh gosh, party man, I'm finna not the party.
You can't cut it off.
I won't cut it off.
No.
I'm not gonna cut it off, man.
Let me
Nah, I'm not gonna cut it off. Sit down, sit down. Sit down.
Nah, you're gonna cut.
I swear down.
I know what you're.
I swear down.
I know what you're like.
I promise you. I promise you. I promise you.
Okay, I will do it.
I'm gonna do it for you. Trust me. Sit down. Sit down.
I'm gonna do it.
I swear down. I'm not
Bro,
gonna.
this is my identity. You can't cut this off. This is me. Without this, I'm not him.
Sit back.
Alright, let's go. I've got a mid-taper to do on my little brother Jay. Comb in the area first. And now I'm going to set in the bold line. We've got to make sure that the bold line matches the shape of their head, so that the taper also suits their head. So yeah, we're going to set in that bold line and clean up this area. Nice and slow. Comb it as well. Stay right there. But let's get into this. First of all, I'm gonna go note guard on, fully open, level fully open, just working on our first guideline. Now I'm gonna go halfway closed, working at the bottom line to try and fade it out so it's a clean fade. The next step after this, I'm gonna go fully closed so that I can fully get out this bold line. But yeah, take your time with the halfway, there's no rush. And then take your time with it closed too. Don't rush your fades. Now we're gonna use the one guard fully open and just clean out the area so that it's nice and ready to start the fade. Any dark spots, comb it out so I can see all the dark spots. Comb again. I'm just hitting that with the corner of my blade now, so I'm efficient with getting all the spots out. Now we're gonna go fully closed, and we're just gonna go with the grain to get everything down to the right level, the same level. Now back to halfway against the grain, working on that middle line now, that bottom line, so it's partly faded out. And we can see anything else that we need to get rid of once we close it. Steps are simple, guys. For every haircut, it's the same steps, just different hair type. So we always gotta figure it out. Use your corners. In these tight areas, you have to make sure that you use your corners also to get these dark spots out. We finally gone to the one closed, and we're just working on completely fading out this bottom line now. This beat goes crazy though. Can't lie. All right, here we go. Our next step, we're using a 0.5 guard. First is fully open on the lever. You know, the flick of the wrist has to be smaller now as we're in a tighter space. We're just making sure that this line gets faded out slowly but surely, no rush. Make sure after every stroke you comb. There we go. And then once you feel like you can't cut any more hair on this line, that's when we're gonna go halfway. these steps are beginner friendly. Again, we're just using the corner of our blades now to be as accurate as possible. And now we're gonna go fully closed. It's one of the final steps. And we're just taking away all the dark spots on this line that we created earlier. Smooth. Now I've gone back to fully open because there's some detail work I need to do. Detailing work is the most important part of a trim. You can go through all your steps, but what separates the good barbers from the great barbers is detailing. I've fully taken off the guard now. Again, I'm using the corner of my blade, and we're just going in, taking away all the dark spots that we may see. And now we're combing through the hair so that all the hair lays down on the head. That trick right there, you need a lot of XP for that one. You do. Nah, I'm only playing. But I've done the same thing on the exact other side, so I didn't feel like we needed to see that again. But here we go onto the shaper. I've used my 0.5 guard, fully open. And now we're just going with the grain down on the hairline so that we're matching the hair to the fade, the front of the taper to the fade. I go over it a couple times just to make sure that everything's even and cut well. Now we're onto the shape up. Now with the shape up, you want to start right in the middle of the head and then go to your right or left. Not fully to the end, but always coming back to the middle so that we make sure we have a straight line. And we're going to do this a couple times just to make sure that the line is straight. Now, onto the vertical bars. Wow, started there. Just tapping lightly onto it. And now we're gonna connect the dots with the top of the shape up and the vertical bars so that everything looks right, sits well on the head. He also wants a C cup, so we're gonna comb the hair down and do the C cup. I didn't include that in the video, but that's also fine. Now onto the back of the head. Doing the same steps as I did on the front taper. I used my 0.5 guard fully open with the grain to match the level. Now I'm shaping up the back. Started from the middle of the ear, worked my way down, came back, and now we're gonna do the curve with the corner of the blade. Guys, you'll get to know the corner of the blade is the most important thing for you, and make sure you hold the ear down. What do you think of this fade though? Because I know he's feeling it. Tell me, are you? Smiles all day round. Let's go! The video's not done, by the way.
Let me chat to you lots real quick. Get me?
Yeah.
My name is
Drefades.
You know.
Look at the card.
Yeah. What he said. And we're live in a cut today. Listen, if you like,
we're not in the cut, in the flesh.
what he said. But if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. You already know what to do. Deuces. Do. Show them your gun sound. Show them how your gun sound. Hey, this guy's a clown, bro.